me give the wickedest one night. You hypnotize my girl. Better believe me, I got on she to freak. Only one man can satisfy my girl. I nothing tighter. I your girl find mine finer. Ride on the thing like a biker. Aim good shoot like a sniper. She broke it out and she good with her mouth. I mean she can't live without, make her scream out loud. She said, me are the best, she not want nothing less. Me outside ring on her dress if you wanna be my. Blow my chalice after me give a couple run or some damage. In the room she want me to turn savage, but she a talk things that she can't manage. I do by the way you looking at me, I know you wanna do me some damage. If I say that it's yes, then I promise you can get it all. I got the wickedest, the wickedest. Teasing you till you begging for more. On set all night, saying give me this. My place, your place, my waist on your face. Your secret safe if I say so. Give me slow pace, don't race. Let me take off my halo. My place, your place, my waist on your face. Your secret safe if I say so. Give me slow pace, don't race. Let me take off my halo. Let me show you Nirvana. Take a ride with me. Have you ever made love on a starboard? It's not a body when I let in a body. I won't be sorry if it's only for a night. Make sure we do it twice. If you wanna sing for life, I need you to go ahead and own it. Don't tell me nothing, baby, cause I need you to show it. I don't want a conversation, but I wanna see something. I don't need a billion, but I need you to be something. If I'm gonna give you something. By the way you're looking at me, I know you wanna do me some damage. If you say that it's mine, then I promise you gon' get it all. I got the wickedest, the wickedest. Teasing you till you begging for more. On set all night, saying give me this. My place, your place, my waist on your face. Your secret safe if I say so. Give me slow pace, don't race. Let me take off my halo. My place, your place, my waist on your face. Your secret safe if I say so. Give me slow pace, don't race. Let me take off my halo.
Black hearts on my cardigan. At the crib telling your girl that we should order in. And tell G to put his feet up on the ottoman. We just up against a bunch of rappers I go harder than. Damn, I'm so Katrina, smarter than a lot of these niggas. Swear the coach just brought the starter in. Yeah, and I'm the type to tell your daughter things. I float high, don't try and cut my water wings. I'm still myself. Suicide bars, I kill myself. Charge it to the game, I build myself. And I don't feel y'all, but I feel myself. Antidote, tell him I deserve a muzzle tough. I'm rapping like a shepherd with the muzzle off. I'm next to blow, pause. And I can hear the critics talking over the applause. Yeah, I try to tell them future, let them know. Send the haters all my love, XAUUSD. I got a black box where suggestions go, but I don't really give a fuck, it's probably best you know. My reality is brighter than your dreams are. I got your dream girl riding in your dream car. Yeah, and the visual is stunning. I hope they document what I'm becoming. Congratulations. So what you want an award or something? I'm at the private airport board or something. I see nothing from afar, but I'm far from nothing. Put on your poker face, I'll pull your card if you're bluffing. But I ain't with the hard talk, I got a monopoly. Catch me on my boardwalk. Like I said, we pull your card and find out you're a hallmark. Just know I'm breaking world records, no false start. I don't see your point unless it's gunpoint or something. My deal like Weezy first week, 1 point something. And my verse is getting stupider. Wayne, if you're on Mars, can you pick me up from Jupiter? Phone blowing up, so I'm cutting off my cellular. I'm a superstar, I know that onto my nebula. I will break a leg, break an arm, and a fibula. When I break it down, when I break it down. I hug and kiss the drum kick. I put the beat in my back pocket and just sit. But you can never be my ass. Pause. Again, damn it, y'all. Again, y'all. Pretend that we are some men that get it on and in. I die before I lose, cause I was born to win. If he don't fuck with y'all, then don't bother him. And yes, I fuck this game, but I won't father them. Right. It's like these days, man, I'm booked and I'm busy. Dad named me Drake, Foot's name me Drizzy. They try to tell me I'd never be nothing but a protege. But it ain't like you bought a poppy, and all the fuss about. And if they talking, I bet I'm what they discussion about. Hit me at the office, same extension. Consider me the reason y'all should pay attention.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Give me a second, I'm having internet issues. It's lagging a bit. Having a bit of bad weather over here. I'm gonna try to fix this. Rosie, Echo, hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. How y'all doing today? What's up, Benny? Alright, let me try this. Copy and we paste. Yeehaw, hello, hello, hello. Let me know if the stream drops. Let me know if it drops. I can't tell. But we've got, you know, this funky weather going on over here, so let me turn this down. Here, a little echo. Muted. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna start with pound yen because I don't anticipate pound yen trades, but I'm still gonna mark it up anyway. So pound yen is currently bullish. It's pushing up from a daily support. It's most likely heading back up to the highs. Wouldn't be surprised. But it's to stay within this range. There's not much pound or yen news coming out until I think later on this month, you know, when we've got CPI, we've got yen interest rates, all of that stuff. That's not coming up for a while. Let me turn this light on. So alright. Bit of light in here. It's so dark. The weather's so bad. Feels like summer was here. Now summer's already over. Got to light the room up because there's no sunlight coming in. It's crazy. But yeah, pound yen. I think we, you know, push up, retest 200, the 200 price again, and then either we break or reject, but most likely just hold again until we get a catalyst. Like I said, you see from the 4 hour, you know, it's creating a nice support and it's pushing back up. And on the 30 minutes, we've created a couple resistances. So I think pound yen just continues playing this range, to be honest. So create some structure in here, probably a slow uptrend structure on the lower time frames, back up to the resistance. But I'm not really looking to trade it, to be honest. But we have this tight range. We do have a clean range to the left, but because the volatility, there's nothing really going on right now. I'm expecting the push to be slow, and I'm not trying to swing trade GJ, so I'm just gonna let it be. But I anticipate, you know, we continue up. Right, now for the fun pair, some gold. So gold is super bullish right now, super bullish. I'm kicking myself because yesterday, I don't know who took the trades that I broke down on the stream, but it was a nice move. And yeah, I mean, if you were still holding, you'd be up 500 pips. I don't think anyone in here is a swing trader and is holding that long, but I mean, it played out perfectly. So we're super bullish. We have jolts at 3 p.m. today. Not sure if I'll be on stream for that, because yesterday we had the ISM services PMIs, and I was considering staying on for the news, but it would have been after 3 p.m. getting into that trade. I think I got into that trade quite late-ish, and I'm not one to hold trades too long into the evening. So I got in, got my 100 pips, got back out. The 4 hour hasn't really created much structure, as in we've just got bullish candles. We've got no resistances, we've got no supports. So if I wanted to get in on gold, I do need a bit of structure. I don't think we're going to get on the 4 hour, but on the lower time frames, potentially. So let me just show you the trades yesterday. Was right here. So we had these 4 hour resistance, 4 hour support. Yeah. Now I was waiting for either a retest. I think there was a higher level as well. Yeah, I had a 4 hour level about here too, 34.76. So I was looking for either a retest on this, the 2 p.m. candle. It didn't quite come down and retest, which is fine. It was still good for the buyers because it means that the candles were trending bullish, which is definitely good if you're taking buys. And the 4 hour didn't break this previous low, also very good. And then we had a break. So I was looking for a break of this 4 hour resistance and then a retest before taking the buyers up. Now, if you've seen the video that I dropped yesterday, I did drop it quite late last night because I had to watch it over and edit and cut parts out, like silent parts. But this was literally a textbook trade from that backtesting session and how I use that strategy. So we had a 4-hour level, we had a 30-minute candle, tap the level, reject, and push back up. I actually think I took a trade like this in that backtesting session too. I think similar, or I might have like discussed it anyway. But I mean, I put in a Discord an entry from a retest of 34.97. It did come down a little bit lower. Hold on, who's at my door? Deliveries as per usual. Yeah, so I got in, I literally got in at the, I think I got in a bit higher. I did, because it tapped it and then bounced. So I got in at 34.98. I didn't have a massive stop. I used about 50 pips. I didn't use the previous low because it was like 100 pips. I had about 50 pips. I was willing to risk about 50 pips, and I got out at 34.10. About 34.10. And that was my trade yesterday. That was it. Very quick, in and out. Look, yeah, 3:30 closure above. So this was the news candle. 3 o'clock, price pushed up. After retrace, boom, bounce, and come up. So this is literally exactly what I spoke about on stream. Break and retest, especially using the 4-hour. Real easy move. Real easy move. Unfortunately, we don't have any 4-hour levels right now, but we do have 30-minute levels. So if price comes back, retests this resistance, retest this resistance, creates a support, maybe we can push back up. So these are actually Asian highs right here. I can tell by the time. So these are the Asian session highs. Now, if you see price pushed up, we've tapped into it, but we haven't actually closed above. So this would be a great place to pull back from and then potentially continue up. But like I said, we have jolts today, so I will go back and see what happened during the last jolts. The last jolts news data. Rosie, what do you think about pound yen? You getting in on this closure? So you're missing the chats. Okay. You missed that move yesterday, didn't know where to get in. Gold was just pushing. It was no pullbacks or structure. I don't mind playing the range. Oh, for GJ, you don't mind playing the range. Scarface Clips, what are your thoughts on GJ buy setup 15? GJ looks good for some buys, honestly, it does. Closure above would usually be my strategy. So if I can get a nice push, close above this little resistance here, I can see pound yen pushing. I mean, looking to the left, you have the cleanest range to the left. So, I mean, the buys do look good. What do you reckon, guys? We take some pound yen buys. Look, 87 pips back to the 30-minute resistance, and then 74 pips back to the 4-hour level. In fact, the 4-hour level is here, the first one, 45 pips. It's not bad, it's not looking bad. Stop loss is super small, maximum 17 pip stop loss, depending on where this candle closes in the next 40 seconds. The buys look good. Depends if this candle can close above this resistance now in the next 30 seconds. Rosie, you like the buys? Hey. Okay. So, okay. Alright, let's see if we can get some GJ buys. They do look good. They do look good. As long as we close above the rejection point. Ooh, this was a very small closure above. Scarface Clips, where would you get in? What are your entry types? Do you get in on retests? Candles breaking highs? What time frame do you use for your entries? Alright, so 1 o'clock candle. I mean, GJ does look good to keep buying up, you know. I think it'll be a slow trade. Where's the chat gone? Do you only trade GJ? Are you talking to Scarface? Scarface Clips. Do you only trade GJ? Bernie says the GJ buys look clean. They do. They do. They do look clean. I'm not really feeling this candle, this wick to the left. Entries at 15-minute. Closure above the FEG 199.47. 199.47. All the way up here. Why is it all the way up here? We'll see. I like it though. I like it. See if pound yen can keep pushing. Okay, Rosie's in. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Good luck. I mean, GJ on the 1 hour. 1 hour actually looks good. It's just for me getting into a GJ trade, waiting for it to take. I mean, I think it takes all day. It's gonna take all day to get up here, just to get to 46 pips. Whereas I can take a gold trade and have 100 pips in less than 30 minutes. You know? But I think this trade does look good. I think it looks good to keep pushing. Do I stream daily? Yeah, every day. Every day. Every day. Do you only trade pound yen? Do you only trade pound yen, Scarface? Or what other pairs do you trade? I've been trading every day live since, it might be a year now, you know. It might be since last September now. Last September, October. Yeah, maybe August. No, September. Something like that. I don't even know how to check. Oh yeah, I can go back. Yeah, it's been a minute. Maybe this 1 hour candle on pound yen's creating a bottom wick. Because we don't have much of a bottom wick right now. GJ and USD CHF. Okay, Swiss francs, yeah. I think it's the first time anyone said they trade dollar franc, isn't it? Let's see what these charts looking like. I don't really go for the, it's not even exotic, is it? How's dollar franc been for you? It looks kind of rangy as well. What made you choose this pair? Bit of a downtrend, then a range, bit push up, slow push down. It's definitely a scalping pair right here. You gotta scalp this. Up, down, up, down. It's directly correlated with the dollar index. Okay, okay. Now dollar index, you're talking my language. I like a bit of dollar index. The last time I drew some lines on it was February. Nah, it can't have been that long ago. Let's clean this up a bit. Right, dollar's pulling down. That means gold should be pushing up. Keep it simple. Alright, so let's break down jolts. See if we can make some predictions as to how price is gonna move as per usual. So the last jolts was July 29th and we had bad numbers for jolts. Let's see if there was any more news on that date. Nope, that was it. Alright, so July 29th. July 29th. Let's go to 230. Okay, so this was the jolts news candle right here. We pushed down and then we came back up. So it was bullish. Bad numbers was bullish for golds. So we actually respected this minor uptrend structure that we had. So it looks like we had a big drop, we pulled back, and then we continued back down. So today, now typically if we get good numbers on jolts, that's bullish for USD. If you get bad numbers, it's bearish for USD. So good numbers mean gold sells, bad numbers mean gold buys. Simple as. Just like last month, bad numbers were bullish for gold. So what are they expecting today? Today they're expecting 7.38, a little bit less than last month. So they're expecting the numbers to decrease. Now GJ is really taking his time to move, isn't it? You've never traded a CHF pair, Swiss franc pair? Nah, me neither. Me neither, Rosie. Me neither. Alright, let's see if gold respects this Asian high and we get a bit of a pullback, because good numbers this week would mean some gold sells. So we're better to sell from than all-time highs, which we just made again, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kicking myself for only closing 100. I never normally get FOMO, but I was very bullish on gold yesterday. But this this wick here, this rejection of 34.08, it definitely shook me out of that trade. I thought, let me close here just in case, because this wick shows me that there were a lot of sellers waiting. You know, a lot of people closing positions. Do you know what I mean? Locking in profits. So that's what I've got out there. But I mean, you know, I take 100 pips. And when I look back, I see gold is all the way up in the 35.20s. I'm like, yo. Like, where is it going? But that's another thing. Like, I usually use round numbers if I'm looking for a TP at all-time highs. So I'm aiming for, like this time it was 34.10, but you know, sometimes 34.20, 35.10, sorry, 35.20, 35.30. 35.40. I think even in my daily analysis I put 35.50 was my overall target for the day, because I'm aiming for the round numbers. It started as 3500, and then after 3500, then yeah, 35.50. So GJ coming back in the range. Why? Small GJ stop loss today, less than 20 pips. Okay, where did you get in? Guess breaker this high. If you put your stop loss below this structure, it'll be about 16 pips. Not bad, not bad at all, not bad. Alright, so we got another closure above. Now we're kind of clearing these wicks to the left. We haven't actually broken these highs though. Need to get above 198, 199.38. But the 15 closing above is a good confirmation of price continuing up. So not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go get a drink. Give me 1 second, I'll be back. Oh, GJ, here we go. There we go. Alright, I'll be back. Do, 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 do. Ooh, look at pound yen. All right, pound yen's got places to go. I love this for GJ. I do. This is nice. Alright, what did I miss? What's going on? I wonder if Jolts will move GJ as well. Echo says it could do. GJ can have more volume than gold sometimes when it comes to USD news. Yeah, you're not lying. Ouch, I scratched my hand. We can look at Jolts for pound yen too. Let's see what happened during the last release. But this is gonna be a nice push up. So when was it? July 29th. I mean, 4 hour looks good. This was actually a decent trade. I've just with GJ, I kind of just I don't think I've traded GJ, taken any pound yen trade for at least maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I think it's been about 3 weeks. All right, so yeah, no impact for pound yen Jolts last month anyway. As you can see, this would have been the news candle right here, 3 o'clock. So it whipsawed, but before that, it was bearish. For the day, dropped down, so continued bearish. Yeah, nothing going on here. Nothing going on. So I don't think much is going on. Let's see what the news is saying though about good old Jolts. Let's go to FX Street. So I actually like FX Street for news. Jolts job openings expected to fall in July before key non-farm payrolls release. So that was the first news article that popped up. So likely to edge lower. So we know the forecast is lower than last month, which is, you can tell that by the numbers. So Jolts data is scrutinized by market participants and Federal Reserve policymakers because it can provide valuable insights into the supply-demand dynamics in the labor market, a key factor impacting salaries and inflation. So job openings have been declining steadily since reaching 12 million in March 2022, indicating a steady cooldown in labor market conditions. In January of this year, the number of job openings came in above 7.7 million before declining to 7.2 million by March. Since then, Jolts job openings rose for 2 consecutive months, reaching 7.77 million in May, followed by a drop in 7.5 million in June. So, tighter immigration has led to an abrupt slowdown in labor force growth. Okay, so new jobs. Basically, when there's more jobs in the market, that encourages consumer spending because people have more money. That's what they're saying. No, the more people in work, the better it is for the economy because it stimulates the economy. Right now, a slowdown in jobs is good for the Fed's current policy position because they want to decrease inflation, so they don't want people to be spending as much. So this isn't a bad thing. It's actually bullish for gold in the long run because of the interest rates. So if interest rates gets reduced, it's a good thing. I hope that makes sense. pound yen. What's the best source for fundamentals, news and info? So for me, I use multiple sources. I use sometimes Forex Factory. That's mainly for obviously like when the news is coming out, because it's just the main one. I'm just used to that. But if I'm actually reading news articles and I want a bit more understanding of how things work, then I use FX Street. FX Street is very thorough, like super thorough. So like right now I'm reading this article about jobs, about the job openings, right? And then below it, it's got Fed FAQs. So the headings are, what does the Federal Reserve do and how does it impact the US dollar? And the next one is, how often does the Fed hold monetary policy meetings? Then what is quantitative easing and how does it impact USD? And what is quantitative tightening and how does it affect USD? So it gives you a breakdown of the different type of monetary policies, how the USD are using it, and then how that you can see how that ties in with the news that's coming out. So it's really good. So I mean, all right, just to read the top one, what does the Feds do and how does it impact the USD? So it says monetary policy in the US is shaped by the Federal Reserve. The Fed has two mandates: to achieve price stability and foster full employment. And then it talks about adjusting the interest rates to achieve this. And obviously the interest rates and jobs has to do with job openings. So it all comes together. It's really good. It's really good. Highly recommend. All right, so we've got another lovely closure above. We've got a clean closure above on pound yen now. But I mean, you see what I mean? It's only moved 6 pips. All right, let me not lie. It moved about 10 pips over this last 30 minutes. How big is this candle? Okay, this candle, 15 pips. It's just so slow. And the only reason I'm not in pound yen is because I don't feel like I'm be in and out of this trade before taking a gold trade. I don't think I'll be closed before taking a gold entry, and I don't want to be in 2 pairs at the same time. I don't like to be, but to be fair, pound yen is one of those trades you can just set and forget. Do you trade GU? No, I don't trade GU. I don't trade GU. Like, I'm really good with numbers, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like very good with numbers, as in I could hear a telephone number, repeat it 3 times, and then I know it. Like, that's it. But the thing I don't like about USD pairs are the fact that it has so many decimal places behind it. And that's literally my issue with any USD pairs. It's, look at these. What's this? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers to tell me that price has moved 20 pips. 6 numbers for 20 pips. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. And I'm from the UK. I like the pound. It should be a pair that I trade, but I think because I don't want to trade two pairs that are like correlated. So because I trade gold, I don't want to trade another USD pair. I don't want to trade something that's too closely linked. You know, so this, it's obviously not the same as gold, but both of these are affected by USD. Oh, look at that. I just had a quick peek at gold. This retest was really nice. This is actually a really nice retest. Damn. That would have been a good entry. That would have been a really good entry there, you know. Pull back to the broken level. So literally break and retest. Right, where we at for pound yen? There we go. Did anyone else take this GJ trade apart from Rosie? GJ's wifey? It's a real nice move though. Real nice move. GJ is Bay. That's what I'm talking about. But nice continuation pattern right here on gold. Kind of tempted to take the buys. How big is the stop loss? Oh my god. Stop loss is big, man. 86 pips. 86 pips. Now, could use current candle lows. Could use current candle lows. 56 pips. If it doesn't pull back some more. Just not a fan of these gold all-time highs. Not a fan of it at all. Let's see. Alright, so if I was looking for a trade, yeah, honestly, I don't want to be taking trades. I don't want to be taking a breakout. I don't want to be taking a breakout at all-time highs. I'd rather look for a pullback towards... I'd rather get a pullback and a bounce off a support level or a higher time frame key level rather than up at these highs. So I want some sells on gold. I won't take any sells, but I do want a pullback and then get in off a bounce, like off a retest. This here would have been perfect, but I wasn't watching it. Break and retest would be great, but a bit deeper would be a bit better as well. This is it's a decent sized candle. Look, I mean, 82 pips back to the highs. What do you think, guys? Continuation pattern right here. This bearish candle was a nice rejection. Got a really long bottom wick. If we break this high, we going up. We moving. Like this, gold will push but no TP. Could aim for 100 pips or so. Yes, I do think gold is going to continue pushing up, but yeah, same for me. I don't know where I want to get out. I mean, maybe 35.60, I guess. That'll be 100 pips. Also have NFP this week. Oh, NFP should be a good move. I think NFP is a good move this week. I think NFP is a good move this week. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Not gonna lie. I mean, in the back testing we did on Monday, we had NFP, right? We had we were looking at the 4 hour levels, and NFP tapped the higher 4 hour resistance. It did, so it pushed up, tapped the higher 4 hour, and then dropped back down, tapped to lower 4 hour resistance. So it literally bounced off 2 4 hour key levels. And I love that about NFP, because that's how I love that about news anyway. Always look for the big reactions to hit a key level and then bounce off there. Gold still hasn't broken this high yet. Alright, GJ's still moving. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, I don't know if gold is gonna push, or it might push in like the last, you know, when it moves in the last 10 minutes. Do you think the dollar will continue to dump today? Is it dropping already? I think it depends on the news that's coming out. I think it depends on news, to be honest. We have a lot of news this week. So we've got JOLTS today, ADP tomorrow, and unemployment claims. We have unemployment normally on a Thursday. We've got ISM services. I mean, we have a lot of news this week. I think it depends on like the data that comes out. But if we get good JOLTS today, I think that'll be bullish for USD. I think USD is not going to have a great time, honestly. It doesn't seem to be already. See the weekly. Oof. This was a decent trade, you know. This would have been a nice welcome back to GJ trades. This would have been a nice welcome back trade. 5 minutes. That's over 5 minutes left. I honestly think we're gonna get a pullback on gold before it continues up, because we're still we're at Asian highs right here. We're getting a lot of resistance at the Asian highs. So we've made a little all-time high. So this is our London session all-time high. Now we're coming into NY Open. So I think we get a pullback before we continue up. Stickies. Oh, maybe we're gonna push up now. All right, new all-time high again, 35.50. So continuation pattern did play out. I'm just looking at where this morning would have been a good entry for anything. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, this candle here, so this is the 6 a.m. This is the London session 6 a.m. candle. What's that about? Nothing's open. That was weird. Yeah, so this is the London 6 a.m. candle. Now, if that's that down here, so we got the lows of that candle down here. Obviously we respected it with a 10 a.m. candle, and now we're pushing up. Now I like to get in knowing that the 4-hour candle has been respected, because that's obviously a bullish it's a sign, you know, a confirmation for the buyers. But I would like to have had a retest. Okay, how do I manage to trade gold? Now, gold is very tradable. Gold is very, very tradable. It definitely is. I think gold is easier to trade than GJ, to be fair. But yeah, this, we would have had a breakout here. Only thing is with this breakout is the stop loss is quite big. So 83 pips. We would have just survived by this retest and only been up 33 pips now after, you know, an hour and a half. But we've had some good trades. Like here, this was a entry yesterday, a retest. This was called on stream. Boom, push up. Where else? Last week, not Friday. I can't even remember where, to be honest. No, this was another trade I took actually. Above here, going up. Where else? This was another trade based on the 4 hour, respecting the previous low, pushing up. So I mean, using the 4 hour time frame on gold, I see price action a lot better, like way better. But right now, because there's no structure, there's no higher time frame key levels for me. I mean, look, even on the daily, there's no daily resistance, there's no daily support, just these bullish candles all the way up. On the 4 hour, we've got no support until all the way down here. Ooh, GJ, I don't know what's open. GJ's still moving really nice though. My babe GJ. GJ is showing you love today. Damn, look at that. So 50 pips up. It's the all-time highs. That's the only thing I find tricky about gold, is when it gets to all-time highs. Literally, like, that's it. That's the only thing I have trouble with. It's how far is it gonna keep pushing? I have no idea. Now I could use fibs, I could use Fibonacci's, because you know you have the retracement and then you aim for a higher level, your minus 27, minus 28, like any one of those fib levels you could use as a target. But I mean, I feel like it's been a while since we've been at all-time highs. Jeez, look at that. New four hour candle just opened and just popped. Man. Alright, so after this news, if the news is good at 3 o'clock. One sec. Let me do. Yo, give me one sec. One sec. Right, so after this news, yeah. Alright, so after this news, I want to see a pullback, retest a previous broken level. So maybe if I can get a retest of 35.41, I'm looking at a support formed, or just a retest and then continued bias up, because then I'll have a range to the left. If the news is bad and gold keeps pushing, then I don't know. I don't think I have any trades. Alternatively, if I get a continuation pattern on gold, then I'll get in based on that too. So that would be a strong bullish candle, a weak bearish candle, and then the next candle break the highs and keep pushing. I'll get in. For pound yen, I think the move is already gone. Rosie caught this one. She's nice. And well done if anyone else took it too. But I do think pound yen comes up back to resistance, and yeah, either we reject again, or this 4 hour here creates a lower high on the 4 hour time frame and pulls back down. But I do think we have this clean range and gold pushes, GJ pushes up and fills the range. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. What I'll do is I'll still try and send my trade idea in the Discord like I did yesterday. And if you're brave enough to catch it, do you know what I mean? Could get 100 pippa just like yesterday too. So yeah, man. Scarface, we're back tomorrow, 12 p.m. GMT, 12:30. So yeah, hope to see you then, yeah? Yeehaw, goodbye, see you later. Benny, Rosie, Echo. Guys, peace out. And Rosie, good luck with